Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, yes. Lots of help is always needed on the Dr. Greenthumb Show right here, live on Be Real TV, YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and www.bereal.tv. To my right, the Concentrate King, Cali Blaze.
Welcome back to myself. I missed you guys on Monday. What up, what up?
Yeah, hey, you weren't feeling so well then, huh?
Feeling better today.
All right, it looks like it.
Thank you.
All right, next to him, the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Buddy.
Oh, you fused that together. I heard that.
Hybrid.
I heard that. In the Treehouse crew, Bolton, Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
What's poppin', Be Real?
I'm right here picking it. You know how we do.
Being Bool.
Always. That's, it's life. Word up. Special guest back in the building. Desto Dubb in here.
Awful lot of it from the gutter to butter, baby.
That's right. Shining like a mug. And back from Japan, the balloon man himself, E-Zone.
What up, everybody? Konnichiwa. I'm just playing.
He's turning Japanese on.
Jab zone.
It's all right.
Yoshinoya and all that.
Hey, Yoshinoya it's not bad out there. I didn't go to it, but I observed like the I was like, yo, they got soups in there and
It's
stuff.
legit.
It's legit.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, even the KFC, like, just it's all over the KFC out here. I was like, yo,
Everything's all over the everything out here. I mean, the culinary game in Japan is
a point.
times a million. Like, I remember we went out there one time and they canceled the show on us in mid-flight because back in that time they were very, like if not all the members of the group weren't going to be there, they don't want the show because they're going to deal with people like, hey, we want our refund. So and so wasn't there. They're very hardcore like this, right? So this is at the time we weren't traveling with mugs, right? And they knew this, but when we were halfway in flight, they canceled the show. So promoter or our manager, our tour manager comes and says, hey man, bad news. Canceled the show. I'm like, all right, cool. But good news is they're taking you to dinner. So they take us to dinner at this wild spot. It's like amazing. And we got loaded. We had a great dinner and flew back home the next day. We went to Japan for dinner.
Wow.
That's the longest drive to
dinner.
That food was good. That dinner was good. And we got ripped.
We got ripped.
Doggy bombs or what?
You don't really feel like the eating once you get off that plane, bro. Like, cause it's a different time. Like you eat it like by the time you wake up, you're like, oh man, breakfast is skipped regular time for me.
It's an adjustment. It's a real time adjustment, especially if you've never experienced it.
Yeah. I mean, we got there early in the morning too.
You'll get sick for sure.
Yeah, well,
You're not used
Japan has like two things. They have incredibly high grade, good culinary food, or some exotic stuff you couldn't pay me to eat because they'll eat stuff over there live.
Well, your system ain't ready for that though.
Oh, it ain't because you don't have like the bacterias and stuff. Like
Right.
they've built that up, eating it their whole lives.
It's like trying to drink tap water in Brazil.
Or Mexico either.
Or well, yeah.
Did you get anything from like the vending machines?
Dude,
like
I got
any food or anything like that? Or
I tried all that stuff. Like I had a Suica card, so I just was everything just tap, and like anything from ramen to out the machine to like I ain't gonna lie, I like the vend. Like if the crackheads and bums wouldn't strip the wires out the machines here, I'm sure like a city would look great with a bunch of vending machines with like options, drinks that are cool.
Yeah,
You had a what card?
Suica card.
What is that?
It's like this card with a penguin on it. They just use it. It's like a Visa card. You just preload it and you just tap. It makes it easy to get around.
Learn something every day.
Yeah.
It's like a prepaid card.
Yeah, it's like, but it's only like you can use it at convenience stores. It's like to make anything that's a convenience service is just for that instead of like.
And you can
having
preload it. You can load it. Keep
Yeah.
on loading it up.
It's like a Japan bus pass, but not for the bus.
Yeah.
It's like for like you everything too. It's like you can
Like
eat off that. And it's cool.
Yeah, man. Japan is definitely a unique experience. It's cool when you get the chance to absorb it all.
I'm looking forward to it. I never did it.
Well, we went for dinner. We didn't get a chance to absorb nothing but that dinner. was it.
I would go back in a heartbeat, but I'm going to Osaka next.
Yeah, Osaka.
They got a sick like cholo life out there in Osaka. Lowriders.
Yeah.
and- oof.
Oh yeah, that's
It's not in Tokyo for everybody that's
Osaka.
wondering. Tokyo's where you go for the race cars and the city life and all that stuff, but the other cities be having like subcultures in there. There is a subculture in Tokyo, Japan, because I went to go see a salsa orchestra and they were singing Spanish and Japanese salsa. I never heard Japanese salsa, but it's like the same thing, but just with Japanese words. And they made it work. They was dancing to it better than some people out here. I was like, man, some of y'all don't got no rhythm out here.
Hey, you got to learn it somewhere. And somebody got to bring it there for everybody else to learn it. It's just kind of like when they brought martial arts out here. Ain't no one knew it out here until they brought it. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, some of the homies out in Osaka, what they do to their lowriders out there.
It's way off the chain.
What?
Look, I sold a 57 Bel Air that I had out here. It was called Nice Dreams after the Cheech and Chong movie, right? And it was nice the way I sold it to these cats. But when they got a hold of it, they took it up levels. I mean, they stripped the car all apart and redid everything and added things I did not have or think to have in it yet. And then when they showed it on some magazine cover, that this used to be B-Real's car, Dr. Greenthumb, Nice Dreams, boom, boom, boom. And I look at it and I'm like, damn, they did everything I should have did to it.
Would have been hot.
Instant regret. I was like, why?
You know
This was the form I had it in, which is like the exterior. They kept it close. They just put a slightly better.
That was your car?
Yeah, that was mine. Yeah, that thing rolled too.
Candy apple green.
Yeah, it was like a two-tone green because the top.
Flaky?
Yeah, the top had microflake
Nice.
in it, and previously it was a black and gray gem. Because I was a Raiders fan, so the top was gray with microflake in it, and the bottom was black. And that stripe alongside it just stays that color because that's the original shit. But oh damn it.
It's always the S word, bro. Oh,
It's always an S, yeah. So I got rid of it because I got this car. It came from the East Coast, and the problem is the salt. From the snow, like when they salt up the roads, and so things, body rot happens and things
rust.
like that, cancerous rust and all that stuff. So I had to start cutting the car and like replacing pieces, and then trying to have to match the paint. And, before you know it, your whole car is like Frankenstein. You got to cut pieces out.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to like do the last couple things, and then I'm going to get rid of this, and I'll look for another 57 and do it from scratch, but find one out here that wasn't affected by any of the
Stuff.
Almost got me again. Well, look, I poured myself one, so I'm going to take the first
prepped.
violation. I was prepped because I knew.
I'll take it with you. Why not?
Desto, how you been, man? I mean, your representation is everywhere practically.
Yeah,
because everybody wears you.
Yeah, man. I just been taking off running. I rode with a few people, along my lifetime where I seen them reach high levels of success, and me just seeing it from the back seat, it just made me want it even more. So now that I'm actually in a position to I'm in a position where my brand is doing well. I'm just trying to capitalize off of every opportunity. With me, it's not even about the money. That's why you see it everywhere. I brought you something as well too.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I never go anywhere without giving somebody something or bringing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I run across a lot of people. And then when I give it to them, now they fans want it. Now they go and grab it. We just did Rolling Loud. Yeah. We executed
Congratulations
that immaculately.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
Killed that.
Immaculately.
Yeah.
I probably gave out around 2,000 hats, probably like 3,000 bandanas, probably like 2,000 water bottles.
Damn.
And like people are saying like, why are you giving it out? If you even sold 2,000 hats at $20 each, that's 40,000. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about the advertisement,
building that brand,
the marketing.
The marketing. You walk around every time you turn left or right, you're gonna see somebody with my hat or something on. So now that's out of what I probably gave around like, I don't know, $6,000 or 7,000 pieces, but it's about 40,000 people at Rolling Loud. So out of them people that I gave it to, it made the rest of them want to come and get it.
Hell yeah! I mean that's great marketing because you create the demand that way because everybody sees some of these folks that they have it. They're like, yo, where'd you get that?
Guaranteed.
And there it is. It's all that word of mouth that starts. That creates the buzz and the hype, and then boom, before you know it, you sold out of everything.
Everything. We went crazy. You learn a lot, but we brought a lot of shorts and shirts, which always does well at Rolling Louds, but it was cold in LA.
Yeah.
So, but the hoodies and sweats sold out instantly,
Yeah, that's especially where they were throwing it at because it gets cold up there.
Yeah,
for
sure.
So you can get some warm fly shit. Damn, there's another one.
How did you were you in the embroidery game before? Did you just start off just building relationships?
How can I put it? I really didn't like school, so I had to do everything with my hands. So just trying different things with my hands. First, you try the illegal world, that you didn't see where that ends up at. Took a few wrong turns, and then eventually it got to a point where I wanted to try something that I can learn on my own or do on my own. That I could that's not illegal, that's not going to put me in trouble. So with that being said, I always made my own clothes. After a while, people wanted to buy the clothes that I made, so I started making clothes to sell. One day, I got into an incident. Now it's like, okay, you making all these clothes, now you have an actual name for the brand, and it was so catchy or viral that it just went crazy, and I just started slapping it on everything. But to answer your question, no, I've never been into fashion, never been into clothes. That's the thing. A lot of people think to make clothes, you have to be into clothes. You don't have to. You just got to like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I'm around a lot of people, so I see what they wear. Like I sit right here, and I see everybody like hats. Okay, so I'm going to make some hats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm always just gathering information and trying to turn it into revenue some kind of way.
Soaking it up, yeah.
Every time, you know what I mean? I'm seeing I have the awful lot of loose leaves. I have the loose leaf company, but I'm seeing a lot of these joints. It's like, hey, I might need to roll out with some joint papers or something like that.
The congrats on the branching onto the loose leaf thing, because a lot of people try to give that try to give that a try, and then it's not that they fail, but it just something's a little bit off in the recipe, bro, where it's like, especially being in this so much, you go to so many sessions, you go to so many places, and people are giving me stuff all the time. It's like, he's don't try this, he's don't try that, because we don't smoke blunts, I'll smoke them, you know what I mean? But especially now with you're not trying to get the whole blunt and break it down, and everybody's trying to do convenient. Yours is all the money.
Yeah.
I'm like, if every time we go to the store, I was like, if it's not those, don't get none of those new brands or anything, because the taste is a little bit. It's like when you try diabetic soda or something like that. He's just like, yo, bro, this is it
really be like with the consumer, bro. Like, a lot of these companies, they start something because they see it or something, but they not smoking these. I honestly took me 3 to 4 months of my partners going back and forth, traveling back with leaves for me to find the right leaf that I liked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's probably like the #1 selling leaf under the whole brand. But it's really the consumer. I never say anything is gonna do anything till I throw it to the people, and that goes back around to gifted. Yeah. If I give all y'all something and I don't see y'all wear it, I mean it wasn't popping.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
So like if I'm giving all y'all leaves and y'all not smoking them, it's not popping. So first I make sure I want to wear it. Right. I make sure I do wear it. And then the people I'm around see me wear it, I gift it to them.
And it makes them want to wear it.
And it makes them want to wear it.
Cause you mess with your own product, bro. That's you know what I mean, and that's key importance. A lot of people will, they think it's just all because we're near Hollywood, where it's that California effect. They think it's like, oh, we just gotta make it look good. Yeah. It's like, nah, you can't fake the funk in certain markets. Like you just can't say it's good and get behind it. Like this isn't like putting your name on a water bottle and being in the water aisle. There's probably not that much money in it.
Never take that shortcut. Always make sure whatever you put out with your name on it. Until you get to a certain stature. You can get to a certain stature where it's like, man, I don't even know what's going on, but these people are in place to make sure that it keeps to the quality control. Yeah. But a lot of these people think, oh, I got money, I want to start a business. Like you're starting a business in something you don't do. Yeah, I want to do a face care. You don't even you don't even do it yourself. Yeah. Stop trying stuff because you see it. You got to try and do stuff that you actually do.
You got to immerse yourself in it, man, so that when someone asks you about it, you know how to answer them too. Yeah. Because a lot of people get involved, like with the Leafs, for instance. A lot of people attach their names to all these different products, and they don't do the homework and be like, "Well, I would smoke this." Right. You don't even know if you would smoke it because you didn't try it. You just put your name on it. You're just
looking at the money.
Yeah.
They're telling you we're in 300 retailers, and if I put my name on this, it's gonna go crazy. Yeah. No, it's not. It's not authentic. If they don't see you doing it.
Yeah. And absolutely. You got to use the product. If they don't see you using it and you're the ambassador for it, out of here.
I think it was big. What you said about your recipe is not only do you make sure you like it first, but just because you like it don't mean other people are gonna like it. And that's something you got. Like I make products too, cannabis products, but just because I love the flavor of something, don't mean the two dudes across that are gonna smoke it. Like, oh man, I don't like that. That's important. You can't let your pride because you like something. You got to test the product and not. Some people don't want to tell you they don't like it, but if they don't rock it, they already told you they don't like it, right? You got to take that into consideration. And also wanted to touch on your marketing strategy that I think our listeners really need to get into their head. Like, if you're trying to build a brand, if you're trying to build something up, you can't be looking for that immediate dollar. You can't, like when he brought up, I could have sold those hats. Yeah, you could have. You could have made, but you know what? Maybe you wouldn't have sold them all. Maybe you would have sold a third. And that money is not worth the money you will make by building that brand. So you got to be willing to come out of pocket. No, you ain't going to be making no money right now, but you're building your brand and you're doing it smart. That's the smart move. A lot of people don't do that. They say, I'm going to sell them cheap. Give them away. They're walking billboards. Yeah. You got people walking around.
Walking
billboard. Like, that's a cheap investment to make people see your product on the
guaranteed. A lot of people, what they do too is like, they, hold on, what was you just
I was talking to you about like marketing, giving product away instead of always just selling it. You're trying to get it out.
Yeah, and then you create that demand because a lot of, like, let's say all of the people I'm around are kind of like up here. Like, since I realized my network, since I was probably around 21, for some reason, people with status like hanging around me. You know what I mean? And for years and years, I just thought it was cool just hanging around these guys, smoking, talking shit. You know what I mean? But after a while, I had to turn that into some kind of revenue because I'm not getting paid while I hang out with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm getting all of these connections. Now, like you said, I might like it. But now if I'm hanging out with Young Thug and he likes it too, I know it is gold.
Yeah.
If I'm hanging out with Be Real and I know he likes it, I know it is gold. You know what I mean? I'm not really trying it with a lot of I'm trying it with some of the biggest people who really shaped this industry and shaped this culture.
Yeah.
And I'll
tastemakers.
I'll spend numerous amount of money just for their input.
That's right.
Like, I'll go to the club and hang out with 2 Chainz and throw about $4,000, $5,000 just so we can hang out. And now that we're hanging out, I'm like, hey, how you like this?
Right. And that's a great strategy.
Those are the recipes for success.
And then touching on what you were saying as well, like, a lot of people start these brands and they like this is what I say. Always have a job first. Always have a job. Don't start a brand. It's hard to have a brand if you don't have money.
Right.
A lot of people
Gotta have
take
money.
they take their income tax money and they like, I'm about to try to flip it on clothes. Don't try to flip it on clothes.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Don't try to do that. Take that money and try to invest it and buy the clothes and get a clothes out. Yeah. Not even to everybody. You know what I mean? Give 50% out, try to sell the other 50%. But if you relying on trying to start a business and it doing everything, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why these big companies with money always win. Why?
That's right.
Because they get they'll get it and they have money to spend.
That's right.
I know y'all seen them them red little Astro boots.
Yeah.
They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing
Yeah, more than that. Shit.
for some $200 rubber boots that they sold.
Yeah.
Them shoes resell for $1,000 now because they spent so much on marketing.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, if it would have been some kid who bought them and spent his money on them and tried to run around, you're not going to be able to reach that type of success. Or some people do. It's 1 in a million.
Right.
But you got to go with the odds.
Stupid.
You got to go with the odds. Come
Yeah.
on, like take whatever you got. Don't try to make money first. Never try to make money first.
right.
That's why it's easier when you're doing something that you love.
I mean, as a recording artist, man, when you get your record deal and you go out like promoting your single album, you ain't getting paid in the beginning. It's all promo and
That
marketing.
first tour, you're paying that first tour. I've been on so many first tours. You think after that first tour, you're coming back with any money? You're damn near coming back with negative.
Zero.
That's right.
Zero.
You know, like
especially if you bring your friends and your homies
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're going shopping. I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, they're not making nothing. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is a promo tour
Yeah.
for your album.
Yeah. But
Right.
doing that promo, if you do it right and you're in the right places and you're doing all the right shit, damn it.
I'll take that one for you.
All right, thank you, sir. You know, like it pays dividends later.
That's right.
Because it puts you in front of people.
And
it-
bigger dividends.
Right. And it makes people say, you know what, I'll invest the time in listening to this record or album or whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean? It's a part of the game. Promo is everything because you cannot just start a brand, from day one thinking you're going to win. It just does not happen like that.
That's true. When did you feel that you got your stride? Like, this is
Oh, the parking lot days.
that is starting to
The
work for you.
parking lot days during COVID when I started selling clothes out the parking lot and I never look at the big picture. I look at the small things. I started off just trying to sell 1 or 2 hoodies a day. So when I'm in that parking lot every day and I'm looking past the first month, I'm like, dang, we were selling hoodies every day. Then the second month, then I'm like, oh, okay, I ain't got to hold back no more. Because for I would say probably 2 years, I had 1 shirt, 1 hoodie, 1 design. I will wear that shirt 3-4 times a week. I will give that shirt to everybody. I'll give it to you twice. You know what I mean? And then I was thinking I just want to make this shirt pop first. So when people think of me, they think of this shirt and this design. And then after probably 2-3 months into COVID, and I'm making damn near $3-4, sometimes $10,000 a day. It's like they want it. And the world is bigger than this parking lot. This is not online. This is not nothing. This is just me in a parking lot downtown on 5th and Broadway.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I'm making this time. Okay, now it's time to let loose.
I was about to ask
It's
what
time to-
parking lot. Yeah, I was about to ask, what parking lot is this?
Well, this is the thing. During COVID, all of the parking lots downtown didn't have any attendance because everybody's supposed to be in the house.
Yeah.
But if from downtown, the police not messing with nobody. They worried about the crackheads and this and that and that. So I'm in a parking lot in the cut, in the far inside of the parking lot to where you can drive past, you wouldn't even know I'm there. But social media and me posting and wearing it so much, everybody knew I was there. And every time somebody would come, that was big. Even if you were small, I took a picture with every person that bought a hoodie from me.
You do
and I
do
tagged
that,
them.
man. That's for real, man. This guy does do that. Every time I see you at a weed event, when I've seen you up in there, I have gotten the shirt twice. Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, just give me 2 of them. But yeah, he ain't capping about that. You do take a picture with everybody, especially you work you may not be working the cash register and all that stuff, but you're there and that's your brand.
Yeah.
Every single event. I'm that's kind of it's key. It's a pretty good model to stand by, especially if no matter what level you're on, you always got to show face.
I take that picture, I post them, and then I even go to where I'll ask them to put their Instagram in. And then when I post that, they repost it. I don't care if they got 200 followers or 20,000 followers. Now I'm on their audience.
Yeah.
Now somebody is clicking on my page.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And You know, I'm gonna continue doing that forever. I was just out rolling. I probably took like 10,000 pictures, honestly.
Got to do it.
Like yes. Hey, what's up? Hey, okay. Everybody group picture. Come on.
Hey, you got to do it, man. That's a part of the game.
Yeah, and I feel like me still doing the same recipe, I would say, that I've been doing since the beginning is what's keeping me still going. You know what I mean? I could do a bigger and better recipe. You know what I mean? But then how about when I reach my maximal potential? Then it's only down from there. So I just keep doing mine, and I'm just slow climbing.
Slow climbing.
You know, and I love it.
Hey, that's all right. Because when you slow climbing there, you know, you only go into the top.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Why everybody's like, oh, it's slow in the beginning. It's never slow for me because I'm never taking full advantage of all of the opportunities I could take. You know, I could be in Tilly's. I could be in Hot Topic. I could be in Macy's. I don't want to. I was in Fred Siegel before. I stopped that because why am I giving y'all 30% of my money, sending my customers there to buy from you and buy all your other clothes? I done have people come to my pop-up and buy something from Fred Siegel's and didn't even buy something from me. So I had stopped that. I don't care how good it make me look. I want y'all all to come to me.
That's right.
Yeah.
I get that from Nip.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to be able to drop an album and sell 1 million copies through his own stores, have a major store in every location. So when he drop, he ain't got nobody else gonna touch his bread.
Yeah.
It goes from you to him.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's smart because, like, you know, when you got all the middlemen in the middle, man, that the end result is diminished.
They make a lot of money,
They make
middleman.
yeah.
They can middleman a lot of stuff. It's only one you.
Yeah.
But they can middleman 10 things. Or you know what they do? They'll take you and use you as the example and get everybody else to let you middleman off of what you're doing.
Yep.
So now them just messing with you got them 10 other people that they're middleman. They winning.
Yeah. They know the fucking they know the pattern. Hey, let me ask you, when you started putting the pieces together, were you still doing music at the time or had you let go?
I still do music. I'll always do music. I was gonna ask you that too. Like this is my thing. With music, I'll rap stuff and it comes true.
Yeah.
I'll never stop doing music just because that, like, it's not even like, you know, like, and it's so fun and so easy. It's just like you just talking.
You forecasted.
Bro, I done said songs where, like, she thought I was in a Rafe, I'm in the Ghost. I never, even when I made that song, I didn't think in my mind I'd ever have a ghost.
You manifested that.
You know, I said the song, she think I'm rich because I live up in the valley. Even at that point, I wasn't planning on living in the valley. Like, you know, I'm in the valley now. Like it's like the stuff I be rapping about be coming true, so I'll just continue to rap.
That's right. Forecast it, man.
Right now, we working on a mixtape, awful lot of cough syrup mixtape, because it's a lot when you got a family and you got a business and you trying to be on top of your business and still be in the studio all night. You know, during the day you work, you try to stay in the studio all night. It's kind of hard to maintain a business, you know, because after work, you work even harder for the business.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think of other stuff outside of work. During work, you're doing like the tasks. Okay, make sure they got this, make sure that. But after work is when you got to think for the future. You know, so I kind of like don't record or do too much so much because I can't be, you know, to be an artist, you record every day. Every day you get better.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. So I'm going to just start doing mixtapes because that's another thing. I'm an artist, you're an artist. So it's kind of a connection there. It's not, I'm just a clothing line that's trying to, like, no, I'm an artist just like you. Let's go hang out at the studio. Matter of fact, I'm going to get the studio for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you some weed. I'm going to bring you some clothes. You know what I mean? I'm going to have the chef maybe pull up and drop off some plates because that's what I would want as an artist.
Right. And just get the vibe.
Just get the vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you know, I think if you've written songs and you do it, even if when you want to step away from it for a while, you always come back to it. It's one of those things. Like if you're a creative person, you ain't going to just shut it off. Even if you don't want to do it professionally anymore. Like, because I hear motherfuckers, okay, I made it. I hear motherfuckers talking about retiring and all this other shit, and I'm like, you couldn't possibly retire. There's no way. You love this shit too much. You know what I mean?
You probably have a studio that you spend money in your house.
Yeah, and you got, you know, like you're a creative person. There's no way you're going to stop being creative.
You're like saying, I know how to swim. I'm going to stop swimming. No, I'm always going to go back and jump in that pool and go swimming.
Yeah.
No matter how long it's, I'm never going to forget this. I'm very good at something. Why would you stop it? Now, professionally, I get that, but you always going to do it.
As a passion, if anything, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, if it's your passion, you don't really stop. You can't stop doing that unless you found another passion. You know what I mean? And that's rare. But it's possible. You know, when you feel you've done enough in this one lane and there's something else you can go for, you might do that. But like, yeah, in terms of writing songs and creating songs, I don't think people ever really go away from it completely unless they had a horrible run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like they're like traumatizing.
Yeah, PTSD on them. Like, oh hell no,
No more locked doors.
I'm never gonna make music again. Raw. I would imagine there's motherfuckers like that though. Like they just had such a bad run, they just cannot. They can't even listen to music.
Yes, for sure. A lot of people out there like that.
A lot of them didn't belong in music in the goddamn first place.
Well, look. Here's the thing. There are those. Those Cali Blaze. There are those that didn't belong making music in the first place. Plenty, and some of them even made some records, hit records. But there are some that were mad talented, had everything it took except for the follow through. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Well, the marketability, right?
That too.
Talent, right?
That too.
So much talent, but if you're not marketable,
But if you're
just
not
like
marketable.
something else, like these days, there's way more talent on the street than there is on the radio.
Put it this way: if they don't know how to market you, you got to hope that you know how to market you, and if you don't, you're fucked.
You know, that is a true thing. I remember I was doing stuff with the Beastie Boys. We were on tour. I saw this percussionist playing djembe. He was mind blowing. I'm like, yo, I need him to come up and join us and jam with me on stage. And the boys were cool with it. So he came through to the show, get ready to jam on stage, and he froze.
Wow.
He was in front of those people. He was just like taking money, whatever, like that, a street performer. And he was killing it. But when he hit the stage and was right there,
he forgot everything.
It was like it was way too much for him.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. I thought that, man, you know, this would be your time to shine. You're ready.
You got to be seasoned for it, man.
But not everybody is meant for that part.
Yeah, you know, like getting up in front of like thousands of people and doing what you do, man. Like you got to be ready for that moment, because if you ain't, it'll eat you up and you'll never do it again.
It's kind of like honestly too, everybody kind of freezes a little bit, but it's how you run through it. It's like a storm.
Yeah.
And most people know you run through the storm. Some people are freeze. I'm straight. You know, I'm good. Some people, like you see 8 Mile, he froze.
Yeah.
He came back.
That's right.
You always got to come back. You always something always going to stop you, slow you down, but you got to come back. And that's one of the things too that separate a lot of people from success.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like stuff will happen, you know what I mean? And they'll stop and they'll never come back. I done took plenty of losses in this clothing game.
Hell yeah.
I just recently I take losses. But it's like at the end of the day, you got to come back.
That's right.
And I consider life like a slingshot. It pulls you down to shoot you back up.
It's like sports. One team can't win the championship every year unless you were the Patriots when they had Tom Brady. But I'm saying, yeah, that part too. But yeah, if you play in a sports franchise, you know that you ain't winning every year. I mean, you're lucky if you get to that championship game, but you keep trying because that's the nature of the game. Like, we're playing this to be champions, not playing this just to play this.
Right.
And you got to have that mentality, like, you know what, no matter what, I'm still going for the championship. I'll take my L's, but, you know, I'm in it to win the big
L's
game.
are part of it, man. If you
L's are a part of it.
L,
You learn
can't
from those.
succeed.
You can't take it. I don't care how big it is. You got to be able to take it.
And that
man.
L is by far the most valuable lesson you learn, because you could preach to me, he could preach to me, he could preach to me. When that money drops and I lost that money, that's the lesson.
That's the biggest preacher.
That's the lesson.
That's the biggest lesson.
And you learn and you don't fuck up again. So those L's, if you can step back up and say, all right, no big deal, let's go. I did it once, I'll do it better next time. That's the mentality. Not like, woe was me shit. Woe was me nothing.
Anything you're invested in, bro, that shit hits harder when you that shit falls apart.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like, you know, like it's just it's like natural to just like kind of not obsess over like what's you're invested in, but you almost kind of have to have that fulfilled, bro. Otherwise, you're gonna obsess about it, like constantly think of the what ifs, you know, or like why I did it and all this shit, you know. And once you're invested, like that's the whole feelings are involved.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that lesson's gonna hurt when that shit falls apart. If you care, if you don't, then you know this is money you just thrown away.
Period.
Don't throw money away. I mean, if you're gonna gamble on something that's like an idea, you got to go in and you got to believe in that idea, and you got to believe that you can execute the plan to put that idea into, function and make magic of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I don't like a lot of people don't understand the process and the phases and the levels you got to go through to get something off, man. It ain't all easy.
Some people actually just want something. Some people want something so bad, but be so stupid because they never put in the work to get it.
They do a lot of
You get what I'm saying?
they do a lot of manifesting. No work.
Like you could sit right here and be like, man, I want to do this so bad. But then when you get away from that person, you doing all this other, like if you want something so bad, you're going to wake up thinking about it. You're going to go to sleep thinking about it. You're going to surround yourself with people that actually do it or people that's in that field.
Right.
You're going to do it even when somebody's not watching. Your whole life is going to be wrapped around it if that's something that you really want to do. You can't say, hey, I really want to be a basketball player, but you playing a video game.
Right.
Okay? You're not practicing 10 hours.
Yeah.
There it is.
You're not going to the court playing other people. You're not playing at the community college.
Yeah.
It's true.
You can't say you want to be an artist if you're not going around to these trade shows, these South by Southwests and Rolling Louds. Even if you're not performing, you need to be there brushing shoulders.
That's right.
Your friends need to be on that same page. Right now, every person that I'm with is probably on the same thing. I'm not saying they all do clothes, but we're all trying to be successful business people.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're all trying to make some money legally, and that's what we're all thinkers. You know what I mean? We all want to start companies. That's what I surround myself with now. If that's what you want, that's what you would surround yourself with. And you might say, I don't even know nobody like that. It's Instagram, bro. You can go on Instagram and tag a hashtag and look for people and follow them and say, hey, I mess with your movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who it's not gonna be? The same motherfucker you weren't making money with before, bro. I was like, try somebody new. I was like, because it's not gonna be the same motherfucker. Like you've damn near kicked it with these people forever, bro.
For a whole life. Nothing
like,
ain't gonna change. You
like,
feel me? Like, and they can still be your friends, but like, I went through that too. Like, and then a lot of times your friends be the ones, hey man, that shit ain't gonna work. Shut up.
Yeah.
And just joking, but you can't be around that. Be around somebody that's gonna believe anything. If I tell you I want to be an astronaut, and you like, shit, I can't wait till you go into space. Can I come too?
You're up NASA, man.
Maybe you can like you got to be around people like that because even the people that's joking be down. I don't surround myself around that.
Yeah, because when they say them little whack ass jokes, it's
undertone.
There's an undertone there, and you can't let that anchor you down, man.
Yep.
Because people will say some little funky shit like joke style, but they really mean it.
Yep.
You gotta also
Passive aggressive.
Sometimes you also
passive
gotta
aggressive,
pick and choose, like, because it's like it's cool to go to all these events, bro. But you also gotta be very like a lot of people like it's like they're not conscious enough to like be like, yo, man, not everybody's worth that time, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta be selective with who you pick that time to give the time of day to, because like some of those two or three of those jokes back to back, that's just gonna fuck up your energy, and you gonna be like, man, I gotta shake this shit off now, man.
Well,
like,
2 or 3 of those jokes back to back means that's a hater.
yeah, no, but I'm saying like,
No,
no,
some
but if
people
you're,
are really just like
if
that.
you're
I got
brushing
homies.
shoulders, you know what I mean? If you're brushing shoulders with different people, it's like you really gotta like analyze the situation and be like, all right, I gotta have an agenda.
I think you're gonna encounter those more than you're gonna encounter the people that are gonna be like in your corner because that's just the nature of it.
Well, sometimes motherfuckers around you don't want to see you win because they don't feel they're attached to it like that. You know what I mean?
Or honestly too, like just from like my point of view of things, sometimes you'll have them homies who are like they don't see it happening because they don't think of stuff like that. But this would be the same person that might take a bullet for you, that'll fight for you, that'll you get put over, take the charge for you, but he's still just negative Betty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just at a certain point in time, you just got to understand what's more, do I want somebody that I need that's going to be like this? Or do I want somebody like this? Or I got both of them, you know what I mean? And I just don't take what he say that serious because that's just how he was raised.
It's coming from.
Right.
That's just bro. Bro just down. He down. That's just how he is.
Yeah.
But that's my dog. Just know it. That's just how he is.
I
But
think every circle has one.
yeah.
You got to have that one. That keeps the circle grounded right there.
I mean, you lose some people along the way, but
Yeah,
It is
usually
what
ones
it
that you
is. What
should
it
lose.
is.
But then you realize you realize at a point you got to spend less time with this person and more time with this person, because this person ain't really about to get you nowhere.
Yeah.
He might have your back, but I don't need you to have my back, bro. I'm not
Okay.
going in those situations like that. I don't need a person like, you know what I mean? I don't need that. I need people who think, make smart decisions. You know what I mean? That's outgoing, and people that sees the world that way I want to see it, or I see it.
See it the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably even seen more of the world than me.
Right.
Half of the time, I always want to be damn near like not the smartest person in the room, because then I can learn. When I'm the smartest person in the room, that's probably, a bad situation.
In a shitty circle.
You know what I mean? Because I can't get no advice from none of y'all. Y'all all looking at me for advice. Like, can you tell me? Like, no, I want to be around some people I can ask some stuff and be like, really, like, how would you deal with this, bro? Because I'm stuck.
Yeah, some of the best business people, that's how they do it. They get smarter people than themselves
Always.
and put them in place to do the biz.
It's good to have a crew that you can like build from and learn from, and learn mistakes from and real shit from, because a lot of people they don't know the way, and it's not the way. So it's good to have a crew that you can kind of like be on the same wavelength and agree, disagree, but everybody have the same goal in mind.
It's crazy because I just submitted a 1-minute conversation to TED Talk, and the thing was emancipation of the mind. And mine was like, a lot of times as, black people or whatever, we get in a situation to where we're not able to grow because our mindset is holding us back, Mm-hmm. And like myself, one of my buddies was telling me he has a successful business as well. He said, you know what you do? You either pay your employees more, or you either give them equity in your company. And when he told me that, I'm like, are you stupid? Yeah. Like, why would I do that? Like, why would I, no, like, this is the da-da-da. But then I took his advice, and I really realized, when you do pay them more, they work better. They work harder. You know what I mean? You make more money. You know what I mean? You thinking like, oh, I don't want to, like, this is the thing. I don't want to give them more. But when you give them more, you might end up getting more.
Yeah. That's how I see it too, but you got to expect more as well, right? So
for sure.
With my employees, I do that. They're paid more than most people in the industry, but they give me more. They're willing to work more. So it's not like they're just like, I need this. They're willing to work harder than the next man. So if you're willing to work harder than the next man, you deserve to get paid more than the next man. And if you don't pay him, somebody else is going to take him. Somebody else is going to see his value.
If they're great at what they do, yeah.
Yeah, they'll see them and they're going to snipe them from you. Like, yo, how much they paying you? How much? I got you over here. Come with me.
Gonna do that.
But you take care of your people, right? They're not even listening to other people. They don't want to hear it. They're happy in their home,
Yep. That's key.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, those are two great strategies to get your workforce like on your team, because I mean, if they have equity, they're part of the team
for sure
in a different way now. They have a piece of it. It's tangible. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you're paying them more, they feel like you're taking care of them.
Right.
So they're going to like output.
Agreed.
Much more.
And I just like, those are the type of people I want to be surrounded by right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to be around somebody that's going to tell me to turn your company from an LLC to an S Corp because it's better for your taxes. I don't want to be around somebody that's like, oh, shit, I got somebody that can write it all off. You ain't going to have to pay nothing. Well, when you don't pay nothing, bro, you don't show nothing.
And you got to show something.
Yeah.
How
you think, you're never going to get that $2, $3, $4 million house if you're not showing no money being made.
A lot of it, too.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's what it's all about.
Come on, you got to pay these people.
Right. And they got to know that you're making bread. Like showing losses, that ain't it.
Yep. Where's them tax returns at? P&Ls.
That's right.
P&Ls, baby.
I'm trying to get a commercial building right now. They like, where your taxes? I'm like, here you go.
Yep. Here you go.
Here you go.
Let me show you this. I've been waiting for this.
I got you.
I remember time I say taxes. What? All my money under the table. I ain't under the table. And I was like, nah, man, you got to show everything, bro.
You got to pay taxes, bro.
It feels good when you can do it.
But you got to be surrounded around people that think like that, because, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people are trying to, stretch, take stuff, and you got to give to get.
Yeah.
It feels good when you're able to produce the proper paperwork to these people. Like they look at you, they may not think that that you
got your shit together.
Oh yeah,
together
that'd be the
and
best
everything
part
like
right
that.
there.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Oh,
Like I can walk inside the place smelling like straight gas, tats on my face, all type of stuff. And you're like, oh. But when you see these statements,
Yeah.
when you see these
we need
statements,
to have this and
I'm not paying cash. When I pull out that business AMX, you understand this is not cap. This is real.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just did.
Bolton,
What's popping?
what's going on?
It's just the internet's lagging a little bit. It just happens for like 30 seconds at a time, and then it jumps right back up. It's only happened twice so far.
All right, cool. All right, so we're good. All right. God damn it, AT&T.
We gotta
Fuck, are they coming back again? Do they still gotta
Aton
come
said
back?
they will be coming back.
we gotta get like a technician, like
Yeah, we did last time.
No, we gotta get like somebody on site, like you know they have.
we got it covered.
Yeah.
We went through it. Well,
Should
you were
choke one
gone.
out or something. Really, we'll get something.
Yeah,
done.
somebody's got a Tony Soprano them.
Exactly.
One on
Yeah,
the
as soon as
inside.
it's getting off work, it'd be like, hey, you think this is funny?
Throw
You
'em in
think
the
you
oven.
like having a choppy show, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to get it popping. Threatening.
Oh my God.
What were you gonna say, Bobo? I thought you were gonna say something right now.
Nothing.
I didn't think. I didn't
Nothing.
fucking think so.
And then say nothing.
Oh man, yeah, we've been chopping it up. It's been a pretty goddamn good chop up right here.
Bobo's on a portal, man.
Bobo's, yeah. I feel like you came in on a portal.
Yeah.
Did you?
A little.
A little. Well, how much was it?
A little bit. It wasn't a moderate. It wasn't a moderate.
I thought about taking the
THC
RSO
or-
before I came up, but I'm barely. I don't know. I don't know how you. But let me ask you something.
Yes.
Why you stopped smoking weed
What is this?
for not?
That's called ripped off runts right there. The flower.
These are ripped off runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's but the name, but yeah. All right, so what is it? When you stopped smoking weed during that first week, because we all smoke here pretty heavy. Did you experience any kind of like discomfort?
Like it was too heavy.
No, like what? Just like, yo, why the fuck am I having the sweats?
Oh, you mean like contact?
No, I'm saying like when you first stop, when you're detoxing your body, because you've been doing it for so fucking long.
I had some withdrawals. I had a bit of withdrawals.
Okay, so what did you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, a little bit of irritability.
Excessive ass sweat.
He was pissed off most of the time.
I was kind of like angered and stuff like that. I would like react a little differently to situations, or I'd say some shit. Like I know there was something happened that first week, and I think Aton said something, and I said something like kind of really excessively rude, and B was like, "Yo, man, oh man, you haven't been smoking. That's what's up." Because he noticed that something was kind of
irritable. That's what they call it. He was irritable.
Yeah, so I was irritable.
It's less patient.
Yo,
because I mean, let's face it, man. When you don't smoke and you're like a heavy smoker, you got less tolerance for bullshit.
but
Zero. Zero.
None.
I don't think it was. I
Zero.
don't think it was like tolerating bullshit, bro. But I had my little basketball diary moments, bro, where I was like, I'm like, bro, sleeping shouldn't feel like this, bro. This shit feels like I'm weaning myself off heroin or something.
Wait, what? Like, did you take RSO before you went?
No, because this is like the fourth day. Because bro, like it was a 20 joint minimum. We smoke a lot.
Yeah, and you
I
didn't have
haven't-
any- you didn't
I've
have any
never
of that.
taken a tolerance break in my life,
Yes.
B. So this is the first 10 days where like I have no fucking THC in my body and it's going, but like I kept having the fucking sweats, bro. At some point, like I just kept feeling nausea. And I'm just like, at some point, I was like, man, this is kind of weird. I couldn't sleep.
You sure you ain't been sprinkling crack in your weed? For maybe
it was a mix of everything.
Nah, bro. Like when I'm looking at this shit now, I was like, and I started looking at vlogs and shit, and people are like, this is what I experienced when I first detoxed, and this is how much I used to smoke. But I was like, I smoke way more than everybody in this vlog here. Like this is like the one that I was like, yeah. I was like, this is I was pretty much abusing the shit out of it, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like in a way your body could be used to it, and when it's not there, your body's like, what the fuck happened to my favorite vitamin?
Okay, look, I took a trip to Panama, and when was it, Bobo? It was
Shit, this was like in what 90s, late 90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yes.
Maybe 205, 209, something like
Something like
this,
that.
right? Or I said that wrong. 2009. I went down there. I was there for like 3 weeks. Oh no, I was there for a month, and I didn't take any of my weed because I was doing some spiritual shit in Ifa. You already know what that is, right? So, I didn't have no weed. I didn't have none of my weed, but all like my homies down there, and my the people I was down there with, they all wanted to give me some weed. They wanted to find me some weed, and I was like, "No, I'm cool. You don't got to find me no weed. I'm like mentally ready for this. Don't worry about it." And they kept trying to find it regardless, because people want to impress. Like, oh, here's Mr. Weed Man over here. We got to find him the good shit. And there was no good shit to be found in Panama. Okay, it was all dirt.
Like if I wanted it, I would have brought it.
You would have brought it, yes. And I would have normally brought it too, but what I was going there for, I wasn't going to be able to smoke it. So I was there for 3-4 weeks, right? And I didn't feel none of that craziness you're talking about. I had vivid dreams though. Like I could, all my dreams, I could see them vivid. Like when I'm smoking heavy, I don't see them like that. But when on those 3 weeks, every dream was coming through.
The most vivid,
that's
lucid dream.
But I didn't get sweats and I didn't get anxieties or panic attacks because
I didn't say anything about a panic attack, bro. I said I was sweating and I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, yo, this is messed up.
Just wake up. That's how I be.
Yeah,
if I don't
every
smoke,
hour, bro.
I'll wake up, look around, get on the if I don't smoke. If I smoke, out.
Yeah.
If I don't smoke, I wake up 2 or 3 times.
Bro, I woke up 2 nights consecutive, and it's 3 a.m. And my girl's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "About to play this game on my Switch." And it's just like, you played from 3 a.m. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and sweat on the bed and just be all fucking just hot." I was having I was really going through it, and I mean, I don't know, man. I do want to say it was out of
he was having an attack.
I have been smoking since I've been 18, bro. But
right.
For the last 8 to 10 years, the volume of weed that has been provided and for that access to is just literally been to an
you don't realize it till you're away from it.
I reached the ceiling here, bro. Like everybody does. I feel like we smoke just to smoke. So it's like, unless we're taking dabs, we're gonna just push it or just RSO it. But my body took a little break from that, and it did not know how to react. And the dreams, they was messed up, bro. Like there was drive-bys going down. I was like, I haven't even seen one of these.
Yo,
What the?
I had the most lucid, 4K, 8K dreams. That I would wake up, go to the bathroom, go back, close my eyes, and it would continue right next to right there.
I've never had that.
And
That's
it start
awesome.
right back for sure. For sure,
He's
you
not
back
lying,
in
bro.
the same
Right,
dream.
the same thing.
back
I'm like, what the fuck? And this does not happen just one
I
time.
would like
or 2
to have
times.
something like that. I had some good
They're
dreams.
not usually good dreams to come back to, dog.
Mine were. Shit, I could have
It
came
was
back.
wild shit, and this happened a lot. I was tripping out, yo, I mean, I guess I had burned out the wires that I wasn't dreaming for a while. Smoking, I wasn't dreaming for a while.
Yeah.
The movie house was dark.
Yeah, same here.
Stop smoking. All of a sudden,
All the pictures come up.
man, my shit was in Dolby Atmos. My shit was all fucking crazed out, man. And my shit was all lit up and lucid as a motherfucker. I can feel shit. I wake up, I go back to sleep. It's right back scene, next scene.
Next scene.
Next scene.
I think when you do stop smoking, though, you just gotta replace it with something else. Like I stopped smoking for a minute because I tried to get my wife pregnant, and we went in there and smoking, sipping, doing all this. I think I came back. My test was like you have 400,000 sperm cells.
He's put on millions or something.
I'm like, oh, I'm in there. They like, no. They said minimum is 3 million.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn,
So I'm
bro.
like, oh shit. So I had to stop everything, but then I just started working out.
Yeah,
I just really
good.
started working out. That's all I would do. Working out would make me tired. Working out, and it was only for probably 3 months. You know what I mean? I had to go clean for 3 months, no nothing, just to get my boys back. kicking and swimming and shit.
They was taking a nap.
Yeah,
Weed nap.
nap. They was tardy. This was high school high. Nobody was in class.
For 400,000, man, that's still a lot. One of them motherfuckers was gonna make it.
I know. I was thinking like, yo, even with 100,000, bro, one of them got a good chance.
Yeah, I mean,
one of them's a swimmer, man. One of them's a swimmer.
Man, if they're talking about 150, they not be worried about that, man. You got problems.
Hey, bro, that's
Bobo. You gotta go get a sperm count check and let us know what you're working with.
That's the only part of me that can swim.
2.
I got round about 5.
I got 5 of them. They party. Is it time to go? Oh, we gotta move now.
Oh shit!
Where do we go? Where that though?
They're down there smoking their own weed.
Yeah,
we weeded out right now, y'all. You guys do too much.
You super irritated though when you don't smoke. It's crazy because I kind of wasn't smoking during the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like during the Rolling Loud stuff and everything, I wasn't really smoking because it was so many moving parts, and you want to capitalize. And smoking kind of like you kind of get tired early.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be there I'm there from 10 a.m. to 12 at night.
You got to pace yourself.
You know what I mean? You blowing it down, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna be sleepy. So, but when you don't smoke, a lot of stuff that you'll just like smoke and not even trip about, you notice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you notice a lot of things. Like okay, like if I'm high and stuff, I'll walk in the house in the car and lock. I'm in a good neighborhood. I ain't tripping. But when you're not smoking, you like, bro, you was tripping. You didn't lock the door. Like you had your wallet in there. Like, you know what I mean? Or it be things like, I pull up to the store. You know what I mean? Employee probably about to go on this break. He rolling a little blunt. I'm high. When we go in the back, hey, let's smoke together. But when you're not smoking, you like, what are you doing, bro? I'm not paying you this. This is a retail store.
Yeah.
I'm walking in, you rolling up on the table. Are you crazy?
You put up with less.
Yeah.
Straight up, I think you're like again, your tolerance for the shit is
irritable.
Less. Because you're like,
and you could smoke. Like, let's say you got an incident with one of your best friends. Y'all getting into it now. You're super upset, but you have a whole day. You smoke a blunt to get over it.
Done.
But now you're high, so a lot of things are gonna go. It's just gonna be A-OK now.
Yeah.
Because this one incident done got you, and you blew it down. Now everything is bro, y'all good.
I'll tell you what.
Pay me back later.
I'll tell you what though. Sometimes it could work in reverse. If you get too high, right? If you get like so goddamn stoned where it makes you think about that a little bit deeper.
You'll be thinking like, hold on, I got to get up and lock that door.
Yeah, like I told these guys not long ago. We were doing this one festival, and we started with all our Get High songs first, and we rolled this big ass bat, right? So I'm smoking from the beginning of the show all the way to the goddamn end. Well, as long as I could keep it lit, anyway. And halfway through the set, I'm so high. I'm like analyzing the songs as we're doing them. Like, I can't believe I wrote this. like that type of shit, man. It's like you could really get put in a zone, man. Yeah. It's not a bad one, but sometimes when you're thinking about some of the violent things that come through the songs, it's like, oh my God.
I really was saying this.
I was talking about this after like I'm not as high. I think about, man, I was way tripping too hard because I know what these songs are. But like when you're that high, you tend to overanalyze everything.
Well, as long as you don't in the middle of the song just stop and say, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this.
What are we talking about, man?
It doesn't represent me. I don't stand for these same things.
I don't live this life anymore.
It's not me anymore.
It's not like that no more.
And they storms off a stage. Everyone's like, what happened?
I wonder if an artist has ever done that. I mean, you might see it in a movie. You know what I mean? Like a movie, you might see it like in the first Star is Born, right? The Chris Christopherson.
You know who I feel like did that, but I don't know if it's like it did it. What was the one dude from the Clips who just stopped? I feel like I think I seen it in the documentary. He was like, they were like on a jet going to a show, and right in the middle of the show, he just stopped.
It was done.
And that was it.
It was
tired.
done.
Right. That's
See,
right.
that's the thing. Yeah, how
It was
many
the clip.
artists have done that? Like you
There's
just
one.
done.
No more locked doors. Y'all gotta not walk through every door they open, bro. That's the whole problem.
Yeah.
You gotta you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people keep them you know what I mean, them day ones next to you because they gonna kind of keep you grounded a lot
Yeah.
if you in that industry. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now, in the business is different, but when you in that type of industry and it's so easy for you to get sucked in any door, you need somebody that's gonna keep you back on your mentality. Nah,
Help you find your inspiration again. You know, because in that first Star is Born, and we'll go into submissions right after this. But you know, Chris Christopherson's character, he's this big star, and he totally got tired of playing his own the same songs at every spot. And in the middle of the get down, he's looking at his boy, and he's like, you know what, fuck this, and he walks off. Now you only see this in the movies, but it happened to Homie.
Yeah.
It's got to have happened to other artists. Like they'd have had a level of success like that. You know what I mean? You don't really hear about it. You didn't hear about it back in the days, obviously, before any social media and shit like that. But you know,
I mean, I've heard stories of people doing the gig, and then at the end of the gig, just don't even go into the dressing room. Just go out the exit,
Leaving and out.
Leave and I'm out.
I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna act like I'm pissed off at y'all and just leave right after this. You know what? Fuck y'all, man. I'm out of here. You don't appreciate that, huh, Bobo?
Nah, man.
You were trying to process that right
Yeah, I
now.
was.
All right.
I was, man.
Process this. It's time.
Shit, buddy. You don't do that, buddy. I'm leaving. What are you thinking, buddy?
Time for submissions. Time for submissions. Time for submissions. Time for submissions.
Can I get another shot?
Time for submissions.
Ah.
Time for
Cunt.
submissions. Time for submissions. Time for submissions. Time for submissions.
All right, fired up. All right, first one up of the day. Here we got Dean Jones with a little bit of air fried chicken.
This is where we get tortured, Desto. You know, they know we're stoners, so they want to show us food.
And let me tell you, the fried chicken in Japan is fire, bro.
Man, that looks like a...
He's saying the chicken is coated with some keto kind of grain stuff. It's not grain, but it's kind of like that. It's
So
a
he
keto
tried
thing.
to tried to be healthy on his air fryer fried chicken, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That looks like a dog biscuit.
Oh, wow.
Dog biscuit.
Might hit.
It probably hits though. Sometimes things don't look that delicious, and then they are.
Looks drier than
It look a little
Serengeti.
burnt, but I like the little. You just gotta take your glasses off because if you got your glass, it look like little beans is on. When you take your glasses off, you see it's like the burnt, crispy part. You know, that'd be kind of good.
No, that's good like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. It just looks drier than Betty White's cunt. I mean, that's,
Oh my God, that's a good one.
that's dry.
That's a pretty good one.
You know,
Poor
but
Betty, I'm sorry.
I don't know if her...
R.I.P.,
If
bro.
it was really that dry, man, I think she was still getting it.
Okay, next time, crack it.
You think Betty White was sexing it up, huh?
Oh, definitely.
I think
Getting
so.
plowed till she went.
Dude,
Yeah,
at 99?
So,
Yeah, probably. She was.
I mean, she was fully functional, though. I was saying her in that.
Let me tell you what, in old folks' home, they get their fuck on.
Yeah.
All right, next.
And we got Ginger Life up in here making some raspberry gummies.
I know that was a lot, Bobo. I'm sorry.
that sure was.
Old folks getting their fuck on. It happens. Next.
Would you guys try these gummies?
I would try those gummies. They look good.
I'll be scared.
It depends on how many milligrams.
Yeah, I gotta
per.
check the milligram. I remember I took one and forgot I took it because I was just high eating stuff. Bro, I started throwing up at the dinner table, and I don't know what's wrong with me because it's like, it's just in.
You didn't know how much milligrams it was in there.
Oh, so
You threw up
strong.
everything?
What? I don't know what I was doing. We didn't even eat yet.
Oh, you before the food even got to
I'm
you.
just like, what is going on, bro? Then I just remembered the next day, like, oh, I took that strong ass, that little edible, bro.
It's probably
Sometimes, you know what, though, man? He's right. Sometimes if the stuff is not like decarb, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
decarb.
Yeah.
Yeah, decarb.
Yeah, so if it's not decarb right or they don't really do the process right to make sure it's good enough to be ingested,
To be edible,
that shit'll
yeah.
get you sick. And it's happened to me before where like not to the point where I thrown up, but you feel sick, dude.
Yeah, I think that's with the live rosin, right?
The live rosin has always been good, but like I think it's with all the BHO stuff when it was coming out because you had to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like because the RSO that won't do it. It won't do that to you, the way that one's. But yeah, I could see how that would.
Yeah, if you don't decarb like the live resin into an edible form, that live resin just stays in your stomach, and it's hard to digest. Like you'll have a bad stomach ache or diarrhea or something like that.
Well, tell him, Mr. Lactose.
Boo 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 boo.
And we got Native Vibes up in here saying had a little bit of Whataburger the other day. You guys were talking about it.
You're not in our state, but we understand.
He's in New Mexico.
You know something? Whataburger to me reminds me of Fatburger.
Really?
It's on that tip.
Fatburger's okay.
I love Fatburger.
It's on that.
Sometimes their burgers are too dry for me.
Oof, I love it, man.
But it has with the relish, the pickles, the whole thing.
Hey, Bobo. He's like you. He took his tomatoes out, Papa.
Yeah.
No tornadoes.
Don't need that.
Tornadoes.
Don't need none of them tornadoes.
No tornado. Let's go turn your stomach. Is that what?
Oh, man.
Man, them shits is good for you, Bobo.
Nah, man. You know what? I figured out I do like those sun-dried roasted tomatoes.
Holy shit.
I can eat those.
How
By
did that
themselves?
happen? How did that happen?
Like grapes?
Because
they're like grapes. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
but
saying
like-
no. Would you eat them like grapes? Because that's disgusting.
No.
You can have a couple.
No, but like in like a pesto, like like they have it in like salads or
You
like
bit into one and you liked it.
yes.
All right.
probably the texture. You probably don't
How did that happen?
boogers and stuff in the tomatoes.
It was
It was by accident or
It was by accident.
Huh.
I was like, "What are these?" And then it said, "This is sun-dried roasted tomatoes." I'm like, man, really? It don't have to taste like tomato to me. I'm like, I can do this. And then there was a piece that was a little bigger,
and you had it.
and I tasted. I'm like, okay, this is legit. I can do this.
Okay, see.
But regular tomatoes, no.
All right. Well, one
But sun-dried.
step by step.
Yeah.
Step by step. Next.
And we got Raul up in here saying with a little bit of loaded tots, beer, cheese, bacon bits, chives, and
Let's
side of
go.
sour cream.
Let's go.
It's hot life, son.
Give that man a Tums.
Have some of your tots.
Give him a Tums.
That looks amazing.
Napoleon, give me some time.
Fucking Pepsi, bro.
You gotta walk that off, boy.
Pocket tots.
That's one thing I will miss about Tokyo. That you fucking walk everywhere without wondering if a homeless guy's gonna hit you with a pipe, you know, or you know somebody's gonna pull out of their car and just rob you.
They don't do that.
They don't do that.
Nah, they were very stress-free people. It's
Did you
kinda-
see any homeless people out there? Or is that
Four,
like, okay.
and they were not asking for change. They were actually like one of them was listening for these like gigs that they announce on the radio, so he can get some money. And like people just naturally want them to get back on their feet, so they bring them like a bento box with some drinks, and it's like, and they'll give them the drinks and be like, "Hey man, I hope you get back on your feet soon."
They look out for each
Yeah,
other.
I was like, "Yo, that is some." As I waited there and I asked somebody, I was like, "Yo, what's the deal?"
That is
Yeah.
not happening out here.
Nah, motherfuckers will walk right past you out
Well,
here.
because those homeless people didn't seem like they were addicted to drugs either, bro. And drugs is a big factor to why we have a
Yeah,
lot of
you know,
homeless.
you see somebody, you get them anything, it's going straight to the dope, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Straight up.
Like I'll be torn between like, oh, give it to him, or but if I do give it to him, it's going straight to, you know, it's
Yep.
going. Especially certain like downtown, any downtown exes or downtown people. bro.
Yep. It's either going to liquor or the dope.
I've given
man.
food. I've given food to them, and I get like a dirty look
See, and that's the thing, like
because they don't want food.
because they don't want that.
the homeless dudes that I saw there, because I was kicked into Shibuya, which is they're under a bridge there, and it's like a bridge where people walk. So they're not even in the way. It's not even a tent. It's like a little box, and like they're not even asking for change, but like people bring them food. You know what I mean? And they'll eat it, bro. You know what I mean? They'll like store it, and it's like it's not really going to waste because they're not really on dope. They're just like really, I guess, bad on their luck. They maybe had an alcohol problem.
Yeah, it's a different reason.
or something. But like one of the dudes was listening to this like station that announces local gigs. So like if there's a concert, they're like, oh, we need like 20 fucking movers, and then they're like you could come just
It's a way to get work.
yeah.
Most of like out here, the nastier the homeless person is, the more higher they get. So like, if you see a nigga with like the black of his feet, like a dress, makeup all over his face, or like just crazy shit like that, they probably gonna get high with your money.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't even be tripping when it be like the ladies on the side of the road asking for change, and they might even jump in a cool car. Okay, but this is how she making money, and it's probably really going to the kids. You know what I'm saying? They not getting high.
Yep.
You know what I mean? A lot of them people downtown, they getting high.
They getting high as
That's
fuck.
all they doing with your money.
True that.
Like there's no way. Like like what?
And I still wind up giving it to some of them. 'Cause I still
Yeah,
feel
for
bad
sure you
because
do.
know
I
what?
do too.
I know you're gonna might do it, but your life might be in such a bad shape. Some of them are schizophrenics, veterans with PTSD.
It's hard to know. It's hard to know who's who.
But you're
with
right.
that.
But you know what? No matter what, most of those people who are on those kind of drugs are in a bad place. And you know what? I
for
hate
sure.
to say it. If this is making you feel better for a little while,
Everybody still do it. You
They're
know what I
still
mean?
humans.
Like
They
you just
still,
not
you know.
just like you just don't really get all caught up in it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not pulling up.
right.
I don't care how I'm not giving you 100. I'm not.
Oh, no.
I'm not
Right.
giving you 100.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not. I'm
yeah.
not.
You could fall back with
no,
that.
like all that giving them 100, they going straight to him.
Yeah, straight up.
Now I'll go and do the food. I'll do like some little change, a 5, some 1s. That's it. You know what I mean? I ain't doing the 20. A 20? You crazy? They going.
Yeah, they going to the man right
they
after
for
that.
sure going.
Straight to the man.
Immediately. All right, what else you got up there?
We got Red Boy up in here saying celebrating my 50th birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is a celebration.
There's some fat one.
Don't-
Saying I'm taking a trip to the portal and hoping to be back by the weekend.
Don't walk into the light.
By
dude.
the weekend.
Bro, with some of those fatties, you're going to a black hole, bro.
He
Give
said
me
don't walk
portal.
into the light.
Yeah, bro. Those some big ass
Give
mushrooms. Shit.
yourself a week.
If you'll
and
fuck
a
around,
week.
fuck around and look for the portal and find the light, bro.
Oh my God.
And
Like, yeah, bro.
end up in a black hole,
You
bro.
know.
Are you kidding me?
I'll have that door open for you, but you on your own.
I mean, fuck. How do you come back from
Look at
this?
that. Look at that big one up there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's a lot.
And he's asking, can I get a birthday shout out before my travels?
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
man.
Happy birthday.
We hope
Birthday,
that you
dude.
we hope that you come back.
You will. It'll be a great journey.
Have a great journey, my friend. Positive vibes to you.
I'll see you at the door.
See you next week. And we got STL Batman up in here asking, what's your guys' favorite taco dish? Got some Taco Tuesday yesterday.
Taco dish.
Ooh.
Say Al
is
Pastor
that
is
the-
mine.
Well, I think it's subjectable because different taco places make certain things better.
But it's a
Well, so
a
is that
taco
just-
should be a taco, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Is that
Yeah,
enchiladas?
but
Is
what
that
I'm saying
enchiladas,
is-
the green sauce.
But what I'm saying is like some places make like a specific taco the best, but like you might get like something else that's on their menu. The other taco spot makes that better.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So it's like subjectable, but like if you go to the right taco spot, the carne asada tacos are always a win. You know what I mean? Other places, it's like the carnitas are the best, right? And it's subjectable.
Yeah,
You
but
gotta-
which one's your favorite? If they were all the best, which is your favorite?
Oh well,
If they were all
if
to the
it wasn't
top of the line.
fatty and it's chopped properly, it's always carne asada.
I was hoping you were gonna say all of them.
All of them. It is all of them, but like the best of the best.
Yo, that short rib tacos that we
Oh
just
my
had in
God,
Mexico
Bobo!
City.
Why you even gotta mention that?
That was awesome.
Yeah, hey, E-Zone. We was where were we at? We were in Costa Rica, right? We were in Costa Rica.
No. We're in Mexico City. You
Oh, it was
just
in
had-
Mexico City. That's right. It was in Mexico City, and we ordered this short rib thing, right? And it comes out like Bart's makes it, right? They brought it out to show it to us, like, boom, here goes the short rib, and it's that like it's tender as fuck,
Oh, yeah.
like the beef ribs at Fogo, like
Yep.
real tender like that, right? And they come to show it, and then they bring out the shit so that you make tacos with it. Man, this shit was off the chain. Yeah,
That sounds good.
yeah, it does. And I wish I had it, but I don't.
The
Next.
tacos in Japan were mids.
Yeah, well, they don't do that there.
I know, but let me tell you, if I could start a business out there,
Yeah, if we,
I would.
you could.
I would. Well, it's very hard to because they're kind of like strict, like Canada, where they're like,
Well, you have to have someone that's from there that has the
something.
business license and all that.
You can franchise Yoshinoya. You can.
Yeah, but
franchise.
that's not what he's talking about. If you got the right Mexican
Maybe
food
step
spot in
down.
Japan, if you got the right Mexican food spot in Japan, it will win.
but the ingredients is fresh as hell.
But they don't got it. It's like that one spot you weren't with us when we went to the Mexican restaurant in Russia, right?
No.
Oh my God. It was like going into El Compadre or something like that. They had authentic Mexican food. Why? Because they peeled some Mexican homies out of Mexico, brought them to Russia, and
Make tacos or we kill you.
and they opened this spot, and it's straight up authentic Mexican restaurant.
What do they weigh?
So
Yes, wait.
it could happen anywhere. It could happen in Japan. Next.
And we got Bart's Barbecue here, the Brisket King, little Taco Tuesday yesterday for the crew.
Yeah, Bart's came with his extravagant taco game yesterday. He brought pastrami tacos, which was excellent, chicken tacos, which was very excellent, and his
Jerk.
brisket tacos. They're very greasy, though, Bart's. You gotta get them a little bit more healthier, a little bit,
Yeah, Bart.
slightly. But they were delicious. All that grease,
Bart's, a.k.a. Heart Clogger.
heart clogged. Oh, believe me, I was drinking water in the gym.
Cholesterol.
I was like, I'm like, I gotta run this off immediately.
Taco.
Brisket taco.
Remember when he fucked up the set?
Grease.
Oh yeah, I do. Next.
Clogged artery.
And the Dom sent
Clogs.
this one in when Bart's turned into a donkey.
Oh.
All right, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
That is kind of disturbing, dude.
Yeah.
Don't ever play that again.
Man, he can't even right.
That's what I'm saying.
What's wrong with your mind, right?
He's almost as cringe as the new penguin on the new Batman.
A
Anybody
A
see that?
penguin or a penguin?
Nah, the penguin on Batman.
It's a penguin.
Yeah, it's a
Penguin and a
we
bee.
have this sandwich.
penguin.
What are you
We
gonna do?
don't mind the same.
All right, next.
And we got Braulio up in here saying, Happy Monday. Well, this was on Monday, sent it for E-Zone. Happy Monday, y'all. Hope everyone's staying safe through this crazy weather. I drew a pic of E-Zone doing globitos in Japan.
I love that picture, bro. I'm gonna
pretty
make
cool.
that my profile picture for a while.
Damn.
But
Yo, that looks legit. Like
Slim zoned.
I just haven't posted. You know what? In Japan, I did feel slim.
fucking Johnny
Should have felt
Rock.
big in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I look good because all the stuff around me is small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I
So,
You had to squeeze into it, huh?
yeah. I mean, it was hard to find fashion out there, but I did find some pretty rare ass cards because that is a little side business of mine. It does well, and I got my money's back.
Well, fashion's out there. It's just it's
I took
little
the-
folks wearing it.
I got a lot of high and hungry inspirations. for that,
Did you see any cool electronics though?
Fuck yeah! We got a new lens for our podcast for the low at the Akibara district for $146.
Yeah.
I was like, they had some stuff that's for steel, but the Arab dudes be buying all the resale stuff. So you got they're the dudes who be scoping it up out there. I peeped
Bro.
game. I like kicked it there like at the store for a minute. I was sitting there. I was just like, you could drink anywhere. So I walked into every store with like a drink. So yeah,
These motherfuckers be lit.
as long as you don't just throw the trash anywhere, it's
Yeah,
kinda
you
cool.
can't be littering.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
All right, next.
And we got Jason up in here saying, I'm on my way to the portal. Love you guys a lot.
All right, look at that smile.
He is on his way.
He's on
Looks like he's already there. Shit.
He's at the door.
I feel like he had a Santa Claus beard.
Could needed that. Yeah, all he needs is the hat.
Step right on in.
All right.
And we got STL Batman, or no, we got a One Dub Son up in here saying, yo, just rolled this up for the show today. Cheers and salute to the whole team.
It's a nice looking joint right there.
That is nice.
Clean tray.
Clean
It's not-
tray.
he didn't ask for a rating though.
No, he didn't.
Nope.
Cause I see some things,
Shark
but we don't
bites.
even gotta go there because he didn't ask for one. But
Right.
like that's a nice joint.
That's right.
Good for you. On a clean tray. I like that. Yeah.
We got STL Batman up in here saying, shout out to my favorite dispensary here up in St. Louis. They always hook me up with the fire.
All right.
All right.
You look like you've been fired up. All
They're
right.
finally legal out there.
Yeah. It's about time.
And we got Marbell up in here with a little bit of art.
All right.
Okay.
You draw it yourself. or you use
Catalina.
AI.
He draws it himself, I believe.
Catalina.
We need a on the process video. Come on.
Good job, grandson.
Yo,
Nice.
that looks like some GTA. Type.
You know,
Yep. Catalina GTA.
Colton, you see that Dana, don't you?
Yep.
you know those time lapse videos of you painting it. We want to see those, bro. I want to see the process.
That's right.
You know, they could ask you the same thing when you were claiming all the credit for all those art pieces that came through here.
You know,
Holy shit, dude.
so I submit them. You know, it's not my fault that I inspire them, dude.
All right, cool.
And we got Ant up in here saying, "For you, my child, 2 for 5."
I'm trying to make that a shirt though, so we can say same to you.
Oh my God.
You seen how they photoshopped my face down there?
Let's go.
Desto, you ever fuck with these balloons yet?
Awful lot of it.
You got
He knows.
a friend over there.
Desto
You
is
know,
same-
over here, like you know, with like the hip hop and shit, they do whippets.
Yeah.
Yeah, same shit. That's
but-
what it is.
Yeah,
Have you
like,
ever
I'll
got
make
in the
up-
tank though?
What? Come on, I got all
Bro.
of the Mexican homies that be pulling up on me with the tank. Hey, is Desto, go take one of these? I'm like, hell yeah. You know what's so crazy? Oh, bro, I was going to Dr. Greenthumb, the one over there, right?
Yeah.
And I get there, and I'm telling the security, like, I know Alex, like, I'm locked in. And they like, well, can you call somebody? And I'm like, my phone died. And they're like, I'm like, can y'all charge my phone? They like, no. And I'm like, bro, I'm not no regular nigga. Like, come on, stop playing with me. I know, like, the niggas, you feel me? I'm sorry if you, I'm like, call the manager. The manager said no as well. So I'm like, man, this shit crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna call him down there.
So then,
Was
after
it
that,
LAX?
so no, not LAX. Is that Silmar?
Silmar. Oh yeah. We
So
don't,
then,
yeah.
even the security knew it was me, but he was like, man, they got to say something. And I don't even think I have my ID, but I'm like, you feel me? So I'm like, whatever. I go to drive to 7-Eleven to buy a car charger to charge my phone, and while I'm sitting there, some little Mexican kids in a little 328i 4-door had the tank in the back seat, and we was just sitting there doing balloons till my phone charged up so I could call somebody.
Oh man.
And I was getting so high with these little
Sounds like a good time.
Lobitos. Yeah, we got rid of that spot. We don't have it no more because those guys just like they could not manage it properly. Boo. Shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steph Tone too for leaving that half a tank up there. I don't know who left that tank up there, but I
Steph
finished
Tone.
it.
It was Steph Tone, of course. You and the Global brothers. Salute to the strong one. He's probably watching right now.
He
man.
did. He texted me. He said, "Welcome back."
Word up. All right, next one.
And we got Carolyn up in here saying, "Happy International Women's Day to all the ladies out there. Thank you for supporting the women and girls in your life."
That's right.
Yeah, happy Women's Day, Colton.
Thank
I
you,
gotta do
Rezone.
something for my wife and my daughter's Women's Day.
National Women's Day. That's right.
I like the holidays for the women where they don't expect nothing and you can do something. That'd be the
It's
ones
like
where
a
they-
surprise.
yeah, like you know what I mean?
Like
Like,
you
they
owe me
need to let us
something.
want to do something instead of like, oh no, you gotta do something. Like come
Valentine's
on,
Day
bruh.
and shit, man. It's like you kind of always got to do something.
Come on, bro. I'm black and
Yeah.
she damn near think I'm a rapper. She be thinking she about to get a Lambo or something. You gotta chill. Like all my homies say they just go to dinner. Like I ask all my friends, bro, what do you do? You feel me?
Dinner.
Dinner. What do you do? Dinner.
Dinner.
Okay, I'm doing dinner.
Hey, that's the smart move.
I'm not
Yeah.
Lil Uzi. I'm not Gucci Mane. That's not me. I don't make money that way.
Hey,
Yeah. I mean, that's spending a lot of money.
Bro, you know, in our culture, bro, that's what this like. They going crazy. Like Moneybagg, I think he got his girl like a Lambo and he started it off. And they just been going crazy ever since. Like, come on, that's not cool. I'm a businessman.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not a rapper.
irresponsible.
I'm a businessman.
Right, this is man.
Yeah, you
Not a
got
rapper.
I mean,
yeah, you got to be a little bit smarter about that.
There's great food trucks too. You know what I mean?
There's great food trucks.
Hey, no,
All right, Bobo.
Hey, bro, we've ate and reviewed so many
You ain't
food
right.
spots on High and Hungry that have grown to be some of the most popping restaurants out here. So
Yeah.
sometimes just going to a food truck that's good is like early access, bro. Just
I don't
look at it
know
that
if
way.
you know on Valentine's Day your girl is going to accept
Oh, I'm
a
not
food
saying
truck.
Valentine's Day. I'm
Well,
not
that's
saying-
what we were talking about, man.
Oh, well,
I'm giving my girl a collab and a pop-up for her
A
birthday.
food
Right.
truck would not work on
A
Valentine's.
collab and a pop up. All right.
I said, look, because it's like, what you want, another watch, another chain, a collab and a pop-up, you're going to continue making money.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you can go home with a dub in a day.
flowers and a food truck.
Put your girl on deck. No.
Word up.
Man.
All right, next.
All right, we got a little cocaine bear action here for you guys.
Oh shit.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's creative. I dig that.
Well done.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
People are getting creative.
I wish like Cocaine Bear would have came out like a year ago.
Why?
Do the party with them.
So I could have like been.
You could have done coke and watched it.
Cocaine's a hell of a
All
drug.
right.
But now it is currently like 6 months.
Yeah.
Sober.
Hey, good for you.
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
Seriously, man. Good shit.
All right.
Well done.
Next.
And we got the
Well done.
neighborhood dogs pressing the mailman.
They out here ganging up on the man.
Damn.
They thick.
Wadded up.
Why are
They got the wiener dog in the back, the dachshund in the back.
Neighborhood watchdog.
That's what how Aton likes it. Wiener in the back.
It was crazy. What's crazy is in the news they were just saying that these pack of dogs rolled this dude up and killed him. Just
Not that one,
yeah.
right?
not these pack.
It
No.
was a
Let's
Caney
just say,
Corso.
Got killed by a
Well,
dog.
hold on. What'd you say, Dom?
I think it was a Caney Corso and some other gas dog.
Yeah.
Is it a Cane Corso?
Yeah.
Word.
Man, you could have been hearing.
Yup.
Getting kicked.
Nah.
Back the fuck
You
up.
might have kicked one dog, but you ain't kicking all of them.
Once them other
Someone's
ones,
gonna get punched in the nuts. One of them.
them other ones gonna.
Very ambitious thoughts.
I know.
Thoughts of survival, though, those are key. Thoughts of survival are key because that's how you survive.
I'm trying to
You
survive.
gotta have thoughts of survival.
One of them was gonna bite. I'm gonna bite them too. Fuck it.
If you gotta bite the dog in the nuts, you gonna do that too. All right, I feel you, Bobo. Word up. You got any more? Or is that it?
Got one more here, a little lowrider action with some hydraulics.
Damn.
Ups.
You know,
He's probably got like 12 batteries up in.
doesn't that get scratched in the back?
He don't give a fuck. There's a
Word.
bar back there that keeps it from.
Oh, okay.
But you know, like the door jams is where you chip your paint. Like, so if you got a hopper like this, you don't want to put an expensive paint job on it because you're gonna fuck up your paint.
Did you?
But if you know, some motherfuckers don't give a fuck because money ain't shit to some of these dudes right here.
Did you do that with any of your lowriders?
Nah, hell no.
That seems like a little bit extra. Like I get it that it bounces, but like, come on, bro.
Well, that's when
Those are hoppers. Like
Yeah.
those
Hell
are
yeah.
yeah, those
hoppers.
ups.
those are specifically hoppers. Like
Yep.
those are for like hop competitions. You know what I mean? Like most lows ain't doing this.
Yeah, no, that's only like these are just for that. Like people don't be wanting that.
Yeah, nah. That's specific.
And shit, and stuff like that breaks a lot.
A
Like,
lot.
A lot. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like a regular law, you could drive it a few times, might have to whoop whoop. Those every time you drive it, something breaks.
Yep.
Like every time a hose, a pipe, or something. Every time you go whoop 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 bop bop, you do it that a few times. You come back, you ain't gonna be able to do it the next time.
Yeah.
Like so, this video probably even cost them some bread. Like,
True that. That ain't no lie.
like something happened in this video. where, like,
100%.
There's a big ass leak. And like,
I just trip out that they painted like they gave that car a paint.
Yeah, they
job
got
like
polished frame and everything. Though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's crazy. For a hopper, you don't see
They-
the frames polished.
They just had money to fuck off.
Yep.
All right. We want to thank you for your submissions. Keep them coming to BeRealTVContest@gmail.com, and we will put them on just like that. All right. Now we're going to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. If you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we are open to it.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. First one up of the day, we got Stephen Craig saying it's my 37th birthday today. Can I get a birthday shout out?
Be 37, man.
Hey, man,
birthday.
30's the new 20, Steve.
happy
That's right.
birthday, dog.
Happy birthday, man.
For some of these motherfuckers, it's a new 10.
Get a colonoscopy, dude.
Holy shit, dude.
All right, next.
And we got Red Boy the Mexican up in here asking, yo, E-Zone, what was your favorite food that you ate in Japan?
Everything is high grade quality. I would say like really good quality, but I'm gonna say like overall was the meat, like overall the beef, and then of course the ramen, and all the bento boxes and the sandwich culture out there. They got like, there's no way in hell. Like now, if I ever see I mean, not that I was getting them here because I always know that it didn't look as appealing at 7-Eleven, even on a good high one, but out there, them shits are good, bro. They even cut the crust off on everything. So yeah.
Yup, they do it just a little bit different.
And we got Abnormal Mother up in here saying, Desto, thank you so much for the advice. I needed to hear this today.
Awful lot of it. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
And we got Soul King up in here asking E-Zone, what kind of stuff did you all bring back for the crew?
Majority of the
Diabetes.
Yeah. The fucking candy the 3 bags of candy that I put in the little snack thing, and I got Be Real authentic Japan national team jersey.
Yep.
Nope.
I got Raid a couple things like a Charizard cocktail cup from the Pokemon Center, and I got a Xavier a fleshlight. But like one of those like animated girlfriend pocket pussy.
You got him a pocket pussy, huh?
Yeah,
Damn.
can you believe they're only $28 out there? Like a legit pocket pussy.
You basically hand it to him, tell him to go fuck
No, like
himself.
the girl's there, like with the picture. Oh, and Ray got some Japanese Viagra.
There you go.
I mean, not like Viagra, but like Blue Chew. You know?
The honey?
Yeah, like the package is so hilarious. It's like this like dude who's ripped with the beard and he's all Asian looking, and it says "pow."
That's creative. That's good marketing. All right.
And we got Rhino up in here asking, how do y'all feel about lighting up at a cemetery? Nobody's around and you're just paying respects.
All day, baby.
Somebody, but you better have a body there, bro.
I do it.
Like, yeah, like if you better have a body there. I'm just saying, if he's just going just to light up, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. You're just going to smoke in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Like, if you pulling up on your homie, you
Yeah.
smoke
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah. That's cool.
Absolutely.
My last funeral, homie, the last funeral I went to of my homie, I was smoking at that. Like, I'm sparking up while we driving there. You know, with us, we 50, 60 cars. This is when my boy Draco died. All foreigns going through. I'm smoking all the way there. I'm smoking on the site. I'm smoking while we pushing them in. Like, you know, but like you can't do that shit. Like, yo, well, if it's like some old people shit too, you can probably smoke after they're in the ground.
Yeah, I think you gotta leave that place respectful. Like if you're going to visit a relative or a homie, you can smoke it. You know what I mean? But like just to go like thrill smoke.
Not to use it as a
Oh,
smoke
the real
spot.
small, nah.
Nah.
Bro, but they do the movie stuff.
They do.
They do the movie stuff. Where you get to go and watch the movies at the cemetery.
Yeah, at the Hollywood Cemetery.
Yeah, Hollywood.
That's right. At the Hollywood
There's a lot
Cemetery,
of
they
kids
do
that
that.
are buried around there where they play the movies, and I'm like, bro, I have a little nephew there, man. That's kind of creepy. You just chill.
It's
Right.
crazy that they do that.
Yeah,
And they do it on Halloween. Like,
I think they do it a few times.
Yeah, they do it not just Halloween. What's it called Hollywood Forever?
They always do it.
Cemetery,
yeah, they always do it, right? But like on Halloween, they
That's
play.
when it's a little creepy.
Yeah, they play all the Halloween style movies.
I might hate to hit that though. It might be a little crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine doing some mushrooms and doing that.
Yeah, I think that's what you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little chocolate.
Yep.
Yeah. So you be doing mushrooms too, yeah?
Yeah, man. You just gotta, I'm always working, but it do be sometimes we'll be out of town, get done early, boom. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I always work. But I didn't have my turn Coachella 3-4 days. Stop playing with me. I was going back weekend too. With my shirt ripped off, drawers tied around my head. Probably, all right, where y'all at? We on our way to Diddy crib.
We been there.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
We all the
Then
same.
you got the crazy homies like, I'm about to go to Burning Man. I said, I'm not that turn.
Yeah.
I'm not the Burning Man turn.
Yeah,
That's
I-
another thing, man.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, look, I'll do the mushrooms, all that stuff. But like, that's just something
I'm not
could.
the Burning Man. I do the coach. A little here, a little a little ooh.
It's an investment in time. You go to Burning Man, you gotta be there, living amongst the community, and they like it's like a community. Like they be doing like barter systems, like type of things, trading off stuff to like live out there for the week, 2 weeks they be out there.
Nah, man.
In the desert.
Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
You be in Thunderdome, Bobo. Tina Turner singing.
Back the fuck up.
Yeah, look at this.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh my God.
And they got an event that cracks every night for all that time that they're
Look at that
out
shit
there
though.
in the desert.
In the desert.
Yeah, no, you got to be committed if you're going in there.
Where you shitting at?
Yaga yo.
Trailers, man.
All right.
Mike went there.
Yeah.
He goes for like a week and a half. Too.
My brother-in-law be going up there sometimes. Well, he used to go all the time. Now he doesn't go as much, but like he
I
used
hope
to.
not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we got Mur Eats up in here saying 32 years of smoking weed and took a month off last summer. First time ever, and I experienced what Bobo said.
Yeah.
God, Bobo.
You got me yawning
God,
on
Bobo.
that.
You want a little micro Bobo?
Yeah.
Got them yawns?
He took a 250 milligram RSO before he got here, huh?
Portal.
Yeah.
Portal.
I knew it.
Bring it.
But yeah, you see lucid shit. I'm telling you, man.
4K, 8K.
I mean 8K.
8K. Damn.
8K.
You on 8K. I'm telling you, that shit was like so like lucid. I was tripping out like, man, I'm really having these lucid dreams and they continue. They don't stop. You know.
It's the next song, Lucid Dreams by Eric Bobo. He's so lucid. Next.
And we got White Rhino asking the table, tougher than leather song or bring the noise?
Bring the noise.
Bring the noise.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Tougher Than Leather by Run DMC ain't no joke.
Yep.
It's one of their dopest songs, if you ask me. But
First set I bought.
Bring the Noise. It was just different.
I bought that Less Than Zero soundtrack just because Bring the Noise was on that soundtrack.
Public Enemy's production was just so far advanced than anybody else's at that point, man. There was no way it hit people that I don't think anyone thought would absorb that. Like, I think it surprised some folks, like, on how that album hit certain people that they didn't think it would get to. It's a banging ass album.
Banging.
All right.
And we got Musty up in here saying earlier the internet connection was like boom biddy bye bye.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, AT&T.
And we got Christopher up in here saying the discussion you guys had earlier reminded me of kitchen nightmares. People want to open a restaurant and don't know the health and safety laws of the restaurant industry.
Anything you get into, you got to do the diligence, man, and learn about it before you try getting into it. Look, let me equate it to this. A lot of people, when it legalized here in California in terms of cannabis, everybody wanted to start a cannabis business, didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and then they tanked their companies and, ran out with tails tucked. Now, there's some folks still operating and doing it well, and some still trying to get their bearings and run through it. But you got to do your diligence in any business that you're getting into. Know what it is, because, nothing you're going to get into is ever that easy. And to know about it, I mean, that gives you a little bit to survive the things that happen in any game that could either make you quit or throw you off and it's a wrap.
And restaurants are one of the most risky businesses to begin with. So if you don't have experience, you don't know what you're doing with a restaurant, don't even think about it. Even some of the most successful restaurateurs, they think they got it down, boom, millions down the drain.
And
Get
people,
a food truck.
There you go. Less overhead.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because you can't just slap a name behind a restaurant.
That's it.
I always tell people that, like, everyone to go straight to a restaurant. Like, just get a food truck, bro. You know what I mean? It don't work out, get a truck back. You don't release
you
the
spent
truck. You can lease the
$100,000
truck
instead of $1 million.
Yeah. Make sure you can make money off of it. People like it. You be opening it off of just, your friends like it. No, you got to make sure the consumer wants to buy this. And it's a lot of ups and downs. Your pricing, your customer service. Can you supply that amount of goods? So get a food truck first.
That's right.
Food trucks work. I mean, you put
they do.
It's less overhead.
And, they're more profitable.
I mean, now that, COVID is, kind of done with a little bit, and people going to restaurants, you still can get the love from the food truck because if you put it up in certain spots, you know, you can be winning.
And there are some good food trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Like really good
Yeah.
ones.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
And we
All
got Kappa up in here saying, you guys are spitting facts today. I need to work at a 9 to 5 to work on my producer audio-visual company on the side.
Yeah, you do. Because
That's
then
right.
you're going to have bread. You're not going to be looking all like broken down, like, oh, trying to ask them for some bread. You're able to like really make the beats and give it to a nigga, or make the beats and then fly and give it to, you know what I mean? You ain't got no bread. You just going to be looking like, oh, I ain't about to pay him. He lucky I'm on this beat.
Yeah. And you ain't going to be able to be in the places you're supposed to be.
At all.
And we got Mac Blagic up in here saying, be real is full of shits today with the cursing.
That's what always gets him is the shits.
It's the shits that got me today.
Yeah.
Not literally, but figuratively. Yeah, it always be the shits.
Why is it the shits?
I don't know. It's the easiest. It's the easiest word to blurt out.
Yeah.
I had a rap on the fuck and all that stuff. It's the shits.
Do you really think, like in a conversation today, that the curse word that you use most is shit?
I think so.
Yeah,
Mine's
Colton.
fuck or cunt for sure, but the average.
You're special.
Yeah, you're special. All right, next.
And we got G up in here saying, yo, B.
Yeah.
I had Sergio's tacos the other day, and it was super fire.
Just trying to say, Sergio's Tacos, one of the best places to get tacos. It's like a little hole in the wall spot. Owned by a family for years and years and years, and the recipe doesn't change on any of the stuff they make, and it's always great. So there you go. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It makes me want to go to Sergio's.
That'd be good. I used to go to Tito's Tacos in Santa Monica, right? Recently went there, and now it gives you the splats. That's it.
Oh, you got the splats?
Never again, Tito's.
You blew a tire, huh, son?
And the run is over.
The run was over.
Man, you were great back in the day. But now it's a splatter ram.
The splatter ram. You can't stop it, baby. The splatter ram.
The splatter ram.
Right.
And we got Slow Canadian Joe up in here saying, I'm doing so many edibles today, I may pass out before the end of the show. Sometimes edibles can be little surprises. They're like, here you go. Also, here's another freight train.
Yeah, that's true. It'll hit you in waves.
Second kick to the face.
The second kick is always the worst one.
Yeah, the hash hole started to hit right now.
Yeah.
Or that mountain of hash.
Hash that I put in his joint.
You know, I don't really get hit by the hash holes that way, man. But like I'll tell you what, the full spectrum oil and the RSO, yeah.
That last concert, the
Waves.
hash hole had you pretty right before the last.
Oh yeah, I was
like that one.
Oh
bit me.
man, let me tell you what, that hash hole had me blur. Like I had never had lyrical flubs in the way that I had that night, man. I was kicking myself in the ass the whole time, like, oh, you fucked up again. If I had like, I felt like I had like a special sound in my head every time I fucked up the word. It was like going off every other goddamn song. I was like, oh man, this ain't it.
Ain't nobody heard it either.
No one heard it, but I heard it, and that was enough for me because I'm fucking self-analyzing with that big-ass joint. Like, I smoked 2 big joints that day. I smoked one on a 13 mil or whatever, a 12 mil, right? And then I smoked the hash hole you gave me all on stage. I was like lit.
For sure.
Ooh, trying to, like, get all the words right. Yeah, exactly. That sound every time was happening to me. All right.
Man, I should add that as
No, don't.
You know what I mean? And get
No. You don't want to play that game, Bobo.
Oh, I know.
Because I'll fight things. Right.
And we got Jibby up in here saying, in New York City, food trucks are inspected with higher standards than the restaurants, and their food is always delicious.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah.
True that.
New York City kills it. I love it.
Yeah. The street vendors, they're
Yep.
yeah, they're always on point. Most of them. You might get the splats from one or two.
Yeah, you got to be careful which cart you go to. But
So watch out, Bobo.
you see like block long
Chopped
li-
cheese.
Chopped
Oh,
cheese, yeah.
Yeah, man, and that halal chicken and rice is what's real big. It is, man. They got like carts that'll have a block
Line.
Yeah.
block long line
For a cart.
Yep, for
Like a
cart.
little corner.
Little,
like
yeah,
that.
little corner cart, bro. Chop it right, yeah, little grill, and they'll have literally 50 people in line at night waiting for that, dude.
Damn.
Yep.
And we got Heshred up in here saying Cali Blaze is always spitting facts. Always give your job 1,000% and have a good attitude, and you'll always go far.
Hell yeah. You ready to reinvest into your company, man?
If you hate your job, better find another one. But find the other one before you quit the one you hate.
Reinvest in your job.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
And we got the glitch up in here saying E-Zone. Did you bring back those green tea Kit Kat bars?
Yeah, I have a bag. I have a bag or two.
Those are good. Those
Yeah.
Those are gas. Those are for sure gas.
Yep.
Good right
Yeah.
Those are super gas.
I bring them with the whiskey tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
where
think-
they at?
I'm not sure, but I thought Shirley Jew one time brought in some raspberry ones. Those were pretty fly.
Nah, I brought some flavors. Trust. Like
Alright.
I just couldn't bring everything at once.
You know, it's like why out there do they do all the crazy flavors of Kit Kats
And they're
out
so
here?
good.
Yo, they got
Here we
this. They
just
got this like apple cheesecake one.
Do you know what? Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this shit is on
Apple
a.
A
cheesecake Kit Kat?
cheesecake.
It only comes out so they have like because it's cherry blossom season, so they got spring snacks. So like Haribo and like Kit Kat releases like a spring mix.
They
Like,
take
that's a part of-
chances that we don't.
and it's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah.
I'll bring all the boxes tomorrow.
I would have a cheesecake flavored Kit Kat.
Hell yeah.
For real.
Sure, I'll have cheesecake and a Kit Kat together.
For real.
I'll dip my Kit Kat
and
in
they
some
dead ass
cheesecake.
taste like
Yeah.
what the picture looks like.
It tastes like
Yeah, it
it's
tastes like that.
legit.
Yeah, it's legit. Like their terpene flavor profile on their shit is always on the one. There's a couple that were kind of stank, but like for the most part, they come up with some good flavors. Ooh, cheesecake. There it is. Boom, cheesecake
Oof.
Kit Kat. We need those.
Wow.
Oh, I need to try that. That's fucking not fair.
Holy shit.
All right, next.
And we got Cali Vibes up in here saying just got done watching Be Real on Joe Rogan.
Did
Bless
you?
up.
Thank you, sir. Salute to Joe. Thanks for having me on again. If you haven't seen it, I can't remember what episode it is, but it's the latest one. Go check it out. Talked about a lot of crazy shit.
And next in here, we got Rhino asking, have you guys had Mike Tyson's terpene-infused wraps? They're $2.
I haven't had the wraps. I've had the ear,
Boy, Mike.
the gummies, the
You have
ears.
the ears?
Yeah, those are great.
I haven't tried those.
They taste good, and they work. But I haven't tried the blunt wraps yet.
Yeah. Shout
Hopefully
out.
they're hemp wraps and not.
They probably will be so that you could sell them in the dispensaries because you can't sell tobacco.
Yeah, you can't sell tobacco.
They're
shit.
probably going to be hemp if they were smart so they could sell them in the
Yeah.
dispensaries. Yeah, man.
Word.
And we got Maddie Addy up in here saying we got to get B out of pop and lock retirement.
Nah, it's all good. I'm good. I got to
Blow-
practice for a month to
Blow
get
out
any of
an
that.
elbow
back.
at these days.
Nah, I wouldn't blow out the elbow. It's probably the knees trying to do like some work. Like no. I'm actually good. I just would have to practice for like a month to get any of it back, and I ain't.
And then
even
after
got-
that, it's a wrap.
yeah. But I ain't even got the time for that, man. No. And plus, when you see what some of these cats are doing these days,
They're doing some.
Yeah,
they are
embarrassed
doing.
with
you.
They'll be like,
What you have is
I'm
good."
cool.
Yeah.
Y'all got this. Y'all are doing some crazy shit. I
Dancing
cannot.
is a whole new level these
They
days.
make our
bro.
shit look Jurassic.
Like, what is he doing?
Real, man.
No, I mean, like when you see some of these cats, like some of the shit they do today now, like even with the b-boy shit, like more so with the b-boy shit, it's like
physically impossible.
highly
Yeah.
advanced. It's
highly.
It is, man.
yeah, figuratively and reality. Yeah, it's crazy advanced. Like the fact that they got these. Watch, we're about to see it when the Olympics comes through, and you got the b-boy shit in the Olympics because now they're adding the breakdancing into the Olympics.
For real?
Yeah, you're about to see some
Me and the
crazy shit from all over the world. Like these cats are doing some wild shit.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't gonna see the popping because that's they're not putting the popping in there. It's just the breaking. But like even so with the popping, there's some motherfuckers doing some pretty badass shit out there. I can't do it, and I ain't gonna try to learn. I'm right here. I dance with words on tracks.
During the mix show tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll see my mix dancing on the turntable.
So they put dancing in the Olympics.
Yeah, break
dancing. Yeah,
break dancing.
Yeah, the b-boy shit.
That's crazy. They might put rap in the Olympics in.
They very well could, cause I mean, you know, it is battling.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Battling, like see who could flip the verse the best, and like you know, who got the bars with the flip.
And we got Juicy Jules up in here saying, man, I love the Bel Air. Honestly, anything from the 50s is cool.
Yeah, Bel Air's had a great body type. A lot of people like the convertible Bel Airs, but I like the hard top better because, you know, what you could do on that top with the two-tone type of splash with the paint or with graphics, you can't do that with the convertible. Even though it's very pimpish to be rolling a convertible, you know, rag top 57 drop down to the ground. That looks great, but for me, I always preferred the hard top.
And that seems to be it.
Boom. We want to thank you for all that. We appreciate the love and support and the interaction. As always, Bobo and I will not be here Thursday and Friday. We're off to Boston for a private show, so the boys are going to hold it down while we are gone. I want to thank my man Desto for coming back to the spot.
Awful lot of it, man. Awful lot of it.
Hey, man, it was great having you back. And, you know, it's open door policy for you whenever you want to come back through.
Yeah, I got to pull back up on y'all.
Hell yeah.
Bust it down.
You got any shout-outs you want to give before we go?
Hey, man, shout out my team. If y'all in LA, stop by the store, 7669 Melrose, 7665 Melrose. I just opened the shoe store, first black shoe store on Melrose.
That's right. Hell yeah.
Come and holler at us.
Word up, Cali Blaze.
Shout out Desto. Good having you at the table, man. Kicking some good knowledge with you.
Sir.
E-Zone, welcome back. Shout out to B and Bobo and everybody up top. 5150 is Insane Asylum, my girl, my family, and everybody who supports us. See you on Friday.
All right, catch me on the socials on Twitter at Eric Bobo, on IG at Eric_Bobo, on Discord, Bobo's Corner. I'll have the link up in my stories, and also on Social Club. And thanks to everybody that's checking out the show. Thank you, man. That's so for coming through the show. All the people up there at the treetop, treehouse, and me and Snacks. We thank you for your support, buddy.
Bolton.
Shout the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. And don't forget about the new Funky drop happening Friday. We got the Vortex Funky coming in the classic size.
That's a good looking Funky right there.
What's going on, E-Zone?
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in this morning for the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Also, everybody who bought stuff while I was away. There's a special code for you guys. Just type in I'm back. The code is good for Friday. It gets you about 20% off the website. So make sure you guys use that, take advantage of that, and clear it out before the spring stuff drops. That's at highandhungry.shop. And we are halfway done with the season. This year's season for High and Hungry. So look out for that. We're going to be working on it this next couple of weeks. So like I said, stick with us. And check me out on Whatnot for all the people that are wondering what I brought from Japan and you guys want to get in on it. There's an auction going on Friday, Sunday, and Monday. So
if you got a vision, a dream, move to it. Make no excuses. Lean on no one. Push forward. If you take a L, dust yourself off, learn from it, and push forward. No one's going to hand it to you. You must put the work in, put the belief in yourself that you can achieve this. You already know, we preach this every day, all day. Believe in the self, right? And love yourself and spread that to others so that your circle of people are empowered just as you are. All right? With love, swallow that.
BeReal.tv